This right here is the Polaroid i-2, supposedly. That's the name of it. Here's a short clip of it on a website. This could be faked, of course. Absolutely. My first thing, I don't know what website this is, but it's 600 something. Don't know what 699 something. Don't know. But from what the looks of this thing is, it can shoot. Hang on, where's that one image? It's full manual control, and apparently you'll be able to shoot anything in it. I-type 600 SX70 film. That's exciting. Has me intrigued. No more overexposed images in theory, right? Go size. That would be absolutely horrible. That would wreck me if this is go sized. But now that you bring that up, now that I'm looking at it, it kind of does look go sized. Oh man, please don't be go sized. That would be the worst. That would be the worst. But I don't think so. After looking at these, let's see what we got here. This is some of the specs. No, the specs are right here. Right here. Here are the specs. We've got, come on. I can't zoom in on just the part I want. It's apparently a new series entirely, product series i2. The i2 is based off of the Impossible 1 camera back in the day, which is kind of interesting that they're going that route and calling it the i2, a sequel to a company that doesn't exist anymore. It's of their roots, but you never know. It looks like it's glass lens. I know. Was that Catherine? So yes, it does look like it's a glass lens. I was getting to that. I was very excited. So other than that, it doesn't have image stabilization. Shocker. But the optical viewfinder, that's all we got there. Lens. I can't go. Move away. I can't see it. Move. I can't see the rest of the freaking thing. PC. How do I see it? I don't think it's a glass lens. How do you get this out of the way? I just upgraded to the Windows 2050,000, whatever number it is, and I don't know how it works yet. But anyway, it kind of looks like a glass lens, but I would be shocked if it was a glass lens. But it's kind of cool. Where's that one shot of the overhead? It looks like it has EV control -2. That's pretty cool. That's only been seen on SX70 cameras and SLR680s. I think actually they might go up to 4, to be honest. I could be wrong on that, but -1 +2 is pretty cool. And then it also has, I don't know what this, a selection dial. I wonder what that does. I wonder if it changes. Who knows? Oh, for automatic and manual control. You never know. Even the aperture is right here, and the shutter speed's down here. 8 photos, still 8 photos. I mean, as expected. Come on. But only 8 photos. What's it? What? At least 2 versions. We'll see. Hopefully. Trying to read some of your comments. I'm getting a little excited and a little ahead of myself. It also looks to size. It looks. Oh wait, I'm gonna read one of these real quick. It says, I can't see it. Where's your fricker call? Hang on, I gotta go back. I don't have my software open. Trying to read it. If you like Halloween, you should come to Palefest. Interesting. I'm not sure what that is, but I am coming to Ohio for something really special. I'm really excited for it. All right. Whoop, wrong button. There we go. And gotta go back. Here we go. There was one other thing. What was it? Was it this one? No. Oh yeah, this one. Distance, shutter speed. It is interesting now that people, oh wait, adjustable EV ring, light meter indicator, under or overexposed. It has a meter built into the viewfinder, it looks like, to where you can actually see if your metering is correct. That's interesting. I'm excited to test that out. If this is all real, of course, this is a leaked thing found on the internet. So take that with a grain of salt. However, last year, Polaroid did announce that they are working on a camera that is going to rival the cameras of the 70s and 80s. Actually, I think the exact quote was the 80s. So just box cameras, even though there was the SLR680 did come out in the 80s. But this, I'm starting to think it might be real. It might be real just based on that and what I'm seeing here. What else does this have to say? Aperture up to f8. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't think even the Now Plus and then the One Set Plus cameras went to 8, did it? I think it was only like 12. I can't remember. Let me know in the comments if you know more about that than me. I know the SLR cameras went to f8 or f9. I think it was f8. Autofocus? Good question. I would only imagine it would. But who knows? Let's see. I mean, I do have limited information. What you see here so far is all I know. I literally saw it and had to go live to let you guys know about it because I was super excited. I was super excited. Let's see what else I have to say here. The viewfinder is an LCM display that shows all the information of the camera and distance to your object. You can easily catch the situation of the camera plus object and understand the photograph. You need to do what information gives. Interesting. You're gonna have like a little heads up display through the viewfinder. I was wondering what this was. It has like 2 lenses right here, and that's probably what that's for. And whatever that frick this is, I don't know, but this is really exciting. But I'm also scared now that this might be Polaroid Go film. I don't think they would do all this, put all this tech into this camera and then put it in the Go format. I really don't think they would do that. Let me know. Do you guys think they would do that? I'm not seeing anything on the autofocus though, unfortunately. I hope it kind of does. That would be nice. Honestly though, I don't see, it doesn't look like it. I don't see like a little thingy over here for the autofocus. Well, it could be this. That's a light meter. Or this is a light meter. Or this is autofocus. I don't know. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's see what you have to say there. I don't have my iPad. I can't see this very well. So I have to keep going back to the software. The controls that are at the top of the camera look a little off to me. Don't think I've ever seen something similar to an instant camera. So granted, you have to take this with a grain of salt. It's a leaked photo, but also this isn't real pictures of the camera. It's a rendering. It's a rendering of the camera, and it's probably a prototype that wasn't supposed to be released. Or, I mean, I'm always on the side of nothing's unintentionally leaked. Just saying. Most movies, when they get released, oh, those leaked set photos or leaked trailers and blah blah blah, all this sort of thing. It's all part of the marketing strategy. I feel it gets people talking about it, and it's free advertising. They don't have to pay a dime for it, and they also get a little inside information for like not case studies. What's that called? Focus groups type thing. They can get feedback right away and fix things that maybe people don't like. So I follow more on that side of it. So if anything, Polaroid probably accidentally, potentially, on purposely leaked these. But who knows? No one knows. Or this is all fake. This could be all AI generated nonsense. I'm leaning more towards it's not though. Yes, I was wondering that too, if it was LiDAR, to be honest. But I just couldn't remember what the name of it was. If it was LiDAR, but now you said that, it could be LiDAR. That's exciting. Wasn't this debunked on the Polaroid subreddit? I don't know, but there's the one on the subreddit that the one I originally saw was the box. It was like in a box. That one people were like going off on. Then I found way more information. So I don't know. Who knows? This could all be totally fake, or it could be totally real. This is around the right time that Polaroid should be releasing a camera anyway. They released the Polaroid Now Plus end of August of 2021. I think it was the very first Now Plus, and then they released the Polaroid Go in like the first quarter, in like April, May of 2021 as well. So, and they haven't had a new camera technically since Now Plus. They released Now Plus Gen 2 and all that, but that will, but whatever. Totally looks like a concept to me. All those features in one Polaroid camera. That isn't something that requires an app or like a phone. Like, oh, I don't know. Your comment got cut off. Oh, like the One Set Plus. Hey, not this Brian, but other Brian. Quit messaging me on Instagram. Leave some chats, bro. I'm trying to scroll chat. I'm getting other notifications, and it's screwing up my screen. Love you, buddy. Looks like oh, here we are. What's up, dude? Looks like the camera drop down menu. It says yes for autofocus. Nice. That's cool. I hope this isn't Go sized. The Go is the only camera that hasn't had a version 2 yet. So true. And they haven't done anything with it. So I hope this isn't a Go camera, because seems like a waste of like features. You know, there's so much features on here just to have a Go camera. But as I look at it, and as you mention it, it does look compact. What is that? Is that a headphone jack? Are they putting a speaker in this thing? Well, they really love their music. They really love it. I'm just kidding, but it does look like a headphone jack and USB Type-C for charging. But what is that? What the freak is that hole? That looks like a freaking audio jack to me. But that does look like the layout of a Polaroid Go camera. Oh my gosh. It does. Oh man, I hope not. I hope not. But I'll still buy it, you know, when it comes out. Jeez, dude. I don't know, but you don't need to type the comment 8,000 times. I don't know. It doesn't say. I mean, the only thing that we have is this $6.99 dash something, but it's not going to be that. That's not dollars. That's probably some foreign website. So I don't know, but this is all we have information on. Was on some website. So that's all we got. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Whoa, Brian says that port potentially could be for an external flash. Interesting. Maybe that's what it says down here that I can't see it because this freaking bar's in the way and I can't read the rest of the picture. Get rid of that. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. Boom. External flash. Yes. Interesting. So that's a potential. Potentially could be for that. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about film type. Man, I hope it's not Go film. Our love layer to instant analog photography, the ultimate everyday creative tool for passionate creatives. More sensible for other cameras, toy cameras, high end, premium optical design, precise controls. I don't know. Bummer though. I hope it's not Go. But yeah, this is all we got to work off of for now. Now that this has been, you know, quote unquote leaked, if it's real, we probably will hear about this in the coming weeks, just because they usually release stuff right around the end of this month, beginning of September, when they do release stuff. I think they did do an October release for the Mandalorian camera, but that was just for the Polaroid now. So that was just like a random updated. It's the same camera, just new skin, basically new color. This is a brand new camera, so we should be hearing about it pretty soon. Pretty soon, if it's real. If it's real. If it's real. I gotta go back to my software because I can't see. It's the first of its kind, the Hi-Fi Polaroid Face Red Heart Shape. I don't know what that means. Is that like a emoji you tried to type in at the end? If it's it's $699. I doubt it's going to be a Polaroid Go camera. Yeah, no, so $699. Who knows? That could be pesos. That could be yen. It was definitely not US dollars. That was for sure. It's definitely not US dollars. Definitely not. What up, Dave? You can get an accurate size base off the USB width to get the camera. Look at this guy. Look at this guy coming in. He's coming in with valuable information that I didn't even think about. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Switch cameras here. I don't know. I don't know. I think it might be full-size camera then. But it's, I don't know, it still kind of looks small. Kind of looks small. Do I have something to compare it to? I don't have a well, I have, here's my Polaroid, my Polaroid Lab. Oh, there we go. You get to see my weird screen. Polaroid Lab. Here's the size of the charge port compared to the size of the thing. I don't know. It kind of looks small, to be honest. Oh, it kind of looks small. Gosh, but again, this isn't a real. This is a rendering, but damn, that does look like a Polaroid Go. It does look like it. Can't read it. Oop, wrong button. See? Whew, rusty. This thing is going to be sold out if True going to make up for the speaker sales. Unless this thing has a speaker built into it. Honestly, though, I think the speakers actually did well for them. Because you got to remember, we want cameras. The rest of the world doesn't want cameras. They want Bluetooth speakers. They want all this type of stuff. And honestly, that's probably helped them a lot putting those speakers out. Just kind of the way it goes sometimes. Send. Could be a way to export pictures you take on camera to your computer. I predicted them going that route when the Mini Evo came out. Like Polaroid, I bet they're going to go around and do that sometime. Do some type of Polaroid Lab camera thing. So it wouldn't be surprising. But I don't think it's going to be this one. It'll be something different. Will it take new film? I mean, I don't know. You saw what I saw, but according to this, you should be able to shoot everything except for Go film, unless it's a Go camera. I hope it's not. If it's not a Go camera, then it can shoot i-Type 600 and SX70 film. If it's a Go camera, then we just got Go. I just don't think they'll do that with this. But wouldn't put it past them. They do some weird stuff sometimes. I wish I missed my iPad. I'm using my phone, and it's like really difficult to get these comments on screen. I'll mod you if you need help. Oh, maybe. I don't know what you're like. What mod? What? My cameras or the YouTube? The website says 600 i-Type, and where are you seeing this? Where do you have new information, Brian, that we don't have? That I don't have? Where are you seeing this? I mean, I literally went live the moment I saw this. I did no investigation other than once I did one click, saw that there was one little thing, and then I did like one Google search, and then bam, went live. So I'm discovering it along with you guys. Figured why not? So if you have information, that send it my way. I really wish it would be around for the 300 range. What's this? Go boom. The Go will need a version 2 soon because of the EU. Making USB-C mandatory, yep, but I'd be surprised the audiences were targeting. Exactly, but I've also been waiting for a version 2 of the Polaroid Lab, or they're just going to phase it out, because they can't make any more unless they switch over to USB-C, and as far as I know, they haven't done that yet. So I've been curious to see what would come next from that. Maybe that would be a cool concept for it would be a camera and a lab situation. Like, that'd be cool. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my point. It's a lot of R&D for a Polaroid Go. It seems like a waste. It'd be a waste. Probably not Go size, not the shutter release button in the front. Also the size of the USB-C. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a hard time gauging what that size is. It kind of looks small. But it's a rendering. It may not be to scale. Or it's not real at all. Great question. You must have a contact at Polaroid. No, I don't. They don't like me. I burnt that bridge with Polaroid a long time ago. So if this is real and it comes out, you'll see probably just one other person already mysteriously have it in their possession and already shot a video on release day. I won't. I will have to order it and then wait for it to show up. They don't like me. So there's that. That's just the truth. I hope they make a camera for a wide format. They did. That was called Spectra Film, and then they killed it. I just released a video today. If you didn't see it, watch it after the live stream. Just today, I released a video on Spectra. It was a bit wider film, and they destroyed it. I got you for the chat. Well, maybe. I'm sure we can make something happen. Maybe. It's Dutch. Oh. What'd you say? Click the drop down, says, oh, I don't have access. I don't have the website. I just have what you see here. I just have the screenshots in that clip. That's all I got. That's all I got. Hello, Blend Media. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the chat. I think I skipped over a lot of people's stuff. My bad, guys. But there we go. Anyway, if this is real, I'm pretty excited for it. It seems like it'd be a really cool thing for them to do. Finally add some type of innovation to their cameras, which I feel has been, well, lacking since the One Step 2. Excuse me, let me back up. The One Step Plus. The One Step line. How about that? And they really haven't done much since. And so this is really cool and exciting to see if they are actually doing something. You know what I'm saying? Talking about new instant cameras. Have you seen the Instax SQ40? Yes. As far as I know, it's exactly the same as the SQ6, just with a new name and new design. And I've got a video coming. I mean, I already did a review of the SQ6, but I have another video coming hopefully soonish on the SQ6, just a photo walk shooting around while in Vegas. But no immediate plans to get the SQ40 unless I find one for a good deal. It's pretty much the same. Most of the Instax cameras are the same, just in a new body. That's just kind of how it is. They haven't innovated in forever either. Once they came out with the wide format, they're like, peace, suckers. Actually, no, it was square. I think it was mini and then wide, then square. I think that was the actual order. If I'm not mistaken. Why do you think your bridges with Polaroid are burning? I don't know how long you've been around on the channel, but if you notice, I'm the only channel on YouTube that I know of that have called them out with their overexposure issues on the Now Plus cameras. I've even had a sit-down Zoom call with Polaroid. Yeah, prior to me releasing the video about, hey, here's my findings. I've shot 6-7 packs through this camera. I'm having all these issues, blah, 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 all this stuff. You can watch the video. It's from 2021. And again, not sponsored. I paid for it. Never been sponsored by Polaroid. Not a spokesperson. I buy all my stuff. All instant related stuff, that is. Sometimes the company will send me random things like, I don't have anything handy to, do I? I can't, nothing's even coming to mind. Every once in a while I'll get something, but I disclose it, of course. Like Laney printers. Yes, they've sent me some printers. Anyway, I digress. But before me releasing all my findings and being like, yo, this camera kind of sucks, or it's just me, I contacted them and asked them if they could give me any insight. I never heard from them. Then I released the video. It wasn't too long after I released the video, they personally contacted me on Instagram saying they want to chat. And then we chatted. Then they told me I was the only person on planet Earth that had these issues. Facts. That's what they told me. And so they were going to send me a new camera after I sent back the old one because they wanted to test it out. And then they did replace my film, which was really nice of them. They did replace my film. But then after we went through that process, they were like, hey, we're going to send you a new one. Then they said, never mind. We're not going to send you a new one. We're going to send a new camera to our salesperson, our sales guy. He's going to hand test it to make sure it works and then send it to me, right here, me. So that happened, and I got a used camera, technically, that I paid for. I like to point it out, not that it means much, but I like full transparency. And then it was worse, and that's the one I still currently own. It had focus problems and overexposure issues, and then they were like, don't know what to tell you. It worked when we had it, and that was the end of that. And then I've tested a couple more after that. I've thoroughly tested everything, and there's so many of you that agree that it overexposes images. So anyway, Polaroid doesn't like me. The videos that I post about the Polaroid Now Plus, I always write, hey, watch this before you buy. And I always say, don't buy that camera. I know I have impacted their sales. So yeah. That's a short recap of my relationship with Polaroid. I still love them. I really do. They're my main go-to instant photography format to shoot. I love my 1-step 2 camera. Oh my gosh, I love that thing so much. I just posted a picture on my Instagram yesterday of this. You probably won't be able to come across. This is shot with my 1-step 2 box camera. Look at those colors. I can't get these colors out of pretty much any other camera I use by them. Like the Now series and the Now Pluses, I cannot replicate a picture like this. And I've tested that. With SLR cameras, I can get some pretty good ones, but those vivid blues, man, that 1-step 2 camera just kicks so much ass. And I love it. Go-to format, but I will not endorse a Now Plus camera ever. I am open to change. If they decide to put out a version 3 or AKA Gen 3, I will buy it. I will shoot it and I will report on it and hope that it's better. That's just how I am. But Polaroid doesn't want to work with somebody that will be that transparent and open and honest. They're looking for people to hype up their stuff and make sales. So there we go. It's a little tangent for tonight. If the camera is real and isn't a Go camera, I'm going to buy one ASAP. I will camp outside Best Buy because I doubt people are going to scalp these cameras. That's never happened. I've never heard that ever once. We are among like the 1%ers of people that like instant photography. You're watching this right now. You're a true fan. You're a true, I don't know what you want to call it, but we don't have to worry about them getting scalped. We have to worry about them getting stolen and then resold on Facebook Marketplace. That's something we have to worry about. But usually when that happens, they're cheaper. You can find this stuff cheaper. Polaroid doesn't like you because you don't hold back your opinions. Facts. Absolutely. For example, now Gen Plus 2 is the 1-step 2 or 1-step plus good. I can't decide. Wait, your comment got cut off. I can't decide which. Oh, go for the 1-step plus if you can find one. They're gone up a little bit in price. I don't want to take credit for that, but I think I might have, just because I send people to go get the 1-step cameras in general. They're great. My 1-step 2, like I just said, love it. 1-step plus, great camera. But I got to tell you, that exposure compensation dial switch, it means business on that camera. If you -1, it will be freaking dark. And I've got a video coming on that eventually. I've already shot some of it. I got to get that edited and put up. Polaroid Go is the best instant format, to be honest. Well, is it? Is it? What's that meme? Are you sure about that? But hey, dude, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. The Go is great. I think it serves a purpose. I'm a fan of it. It just, the film format's a little small, but I like having variety. And it's really cool that they did put it out to try and step into like the Instax mini lines, because that's the most popular. I prefer the honest reviews of Polaroid stuff and other cameras. Polaroid may not like you, but the community needs unbiased sources. Yes, that's when I started my YouTube channel. That's where I wanted to put myself, position myself in that corner. And I know that it's harder to do as far as like financially, because like college people get free stuff, like free tech, free cameras and things. And like in my world, it's film. And I don't just shoot a pack of film out of one camera and call it a video. Like I test, especially a brand new camera. If it's a camera I've already shot with, then it's just usually like a random street walking around update. Should you still buy this camera in 2023? Then come on. But if it's a brand new camera like the Go or the Now Plus, or a camera I've never used before, that thing's getting thoroughly tested and it costs a lot of money. And I'm going to be completely honest. And it's expensive. That's why I have the Patreon page. Consider subscribing to that. Join the Spitfire Club. It definitely helps out. But yeah, like Polaroid, they're I swear when they launched the Bluetooth speakers, they invited everyone but me. Maybe. I think there probably was a couple people, but they invited a lot of other people there. Yeah, anyway. Website is Dutch, so $6.99 costs is euros. So, well, we'll see about that. I doubt they're going to release a camera, an instant film camera, and charge $760 in the year 2023. But it's possible, I suppose. I think better have a glass lens at that point. I mean, if it's going to be that much, come on now. Come on now. Yes, you're the only channel giving honest reviews. Other channels just want to be sponsored by Polaroid. That is facts. Like, I don't want to be sponsored by anyone. It's nice because it does help the channel. And every time I do talk to a potential, because I get emails from people sometimes, not any like instant camera companies or any, you know, any instant photography stuff. But when I do get contact from a company to be like, hey, we're looking to sponsor, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be honest though. That's facts. And Laney, when they wanted to work with me, they're like, yep, do your thing. We are fully committed to and confident in our product that it'll pass. And it honestly, truly does. I'm not sponsored by them right now. I actually haven't heard from them in a little bit, but oh gosh, like 6+ months or so, but I still love their stuff. I use it all the time. It's a fantastic printer. I really do like it. So, but yeah, I try my best. Fuji actually needs to release a camera that can do autofocus. See, Fuji just needs to release something brand new, a new design, literally anything. We need a new wide camera. We haven't had a new wide camera in like 7 years. I think the 300 came out at least 6 or 7 years ago. Someone, I just ordered, what'd you order? One Step 2 to start my adventure. Nice. One Step 2 is great. I recommend the Stranger Things one. I love Stranger Things, as you know, but that's I'm fairly certain it's the final form of that camera. They did reiterations, kind of like what they've done with the Gen 2s for the Now series. They did that with the One Step cameras as well. And the Stranger Things one, they I believe it was the last one, but they improved the flash, and I think they did something to the lens a little bit. Man, that's a great camera. If you can find one, it's fantastic. The SQ40 has no manual controls. Well, no instant camera by Fuji has manual controls, other than like maybe if you're lucky, you can get a flash on or off. That's about it. That's about it. Where'd that go? Sweet Lou Photography also went hard. I'm assuming you're talking about the Now Plus. I think I saw his video. I don't think he went that hard. But I know he's done with Polaroid. I saw that. He ain't shooting Polaroid anymore. And hey, to each his own. I still like it. I still like Polaroid stuff. I do them. Sweet Lou was also quite outspoken about these issues. It's dumb that they rather burn bridges than admit that they made a mistake. Absolutely. No, and that's true. And I know what video you're talking about for that one. Like I've done some conspiracy videos as well for Polaroid, or excuse me, on Polaroid. I know that's why I know Polaroid don't like me. They don't like me at all. But for instance, I didn't mention this. I don't think I ever talked about it. I never did a video on it. But when they released their duochrome green, they again, this is conspiracy. Put your tinfoil hat on. But they've done some weird stuff in the past. So I wouldn't put it past them. Instead of taking a loss, or not even a loss, a tax write-off on that film, because they tried to create it and failed. They failed to create the green one, but instead they rebranded it as Fun Experimental Film, and we won't warranty it if you buy it. But please give us your money. And we all bought it, and then they got their money and they made a profit on a mistake. Now, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. It's just they kind of do weird stuff from time to time. I want them to succeed. I want them to be around. So if they got to do what they got to do to stick around, then hey, whatever. That one's not as bad. That's just some guy in the boardroom being like, "How do we fix this? I got it. Let's just rebrand it." Photographers love experimental stuff, right? They love to get weird with their film. We'll just capitalize on that and make money. But they need to get better about a lot of their stuff if they want us to love it and continue to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm getting behind. Oh, that's a good question. I have done a video on this. What's the best way to clean rollers on a One Step 2? I've done a video on this. If you check out it was last year's Halloween special. It was on expired film. I do a demonstration on how to clean a One Step 2 rollers. Check it out. It's pretty simple, but I can't really go over it right now because I don't have the camera nearby to demonstrate, but you just pop the door open, keep the camera in the off position, press the flash button on the back, and then tap the shutter button. You can do this with a pack of film inside and you'll be fine. But as you press that, the rollers will turn slightly to allow you to clean it. There you go. But check out the video if you want to dive deeper and for better demonstration. It was I think episode 1 of last year's Halloween special. It was on the expired film. Do you think is going to be as sharp as an SX70? If it's not glass, then I'm going to say no, because it's plastic. Glass will always be sharper than plastic, just facts. However, that doesn't mean you can't get sharp photos from a plastic lens. Like the one I just showed you, you won't be able to really see this on this camera, but this is actually a pretty wild sharp photo. You can check out the Instagram page. I just posted it yesterday if you want to see a nice detailed, properly scanned photo of it, and you can see what I'm talking about. And that was with a plastic lens on the 1-step 2. Yes. Did you ever get your Jenks, your 6A refurbished upgrade? Yes, yes, and yes. And I didn't want to come out and say this because it's a crazy fluke that has happened. But I believe Customs broke my camera. And so it's on its way back to Dennis to be fixed. And that was my Sonar camera. And by golly, I was so excited for that one. If you're a Spitfire Club member, I did an unboxing. I didn't actually show you that one. That was off camera, but I gave you my reaction. It looks so cool. It's a collaboration video with 3 individuals. We've got Dennis. Well, back up. We've got Pola Studio. Yeah. And we've got Pola Dress. And then we got Dennis doing the assembly and repairs and modifications. And so I was really excited to get this camera back. And I believe Customs pulled my box because they probably didn't know what it was. And they tried to open the camera. And when they did, they sliced my bellow open. So it's on its way back right now. However, this one is unique and it's still being worked on. This is nothing against Dennis. Love you, Dennis. Chromatic Parts. Highly recommend them still. Does great work and he's got some great products and things to offer. Really cool. Like full manual control on your SLR cameras. Any of them. However, my 680 was refurbished and fixed up, but I took it to Vegas on vacation and I wasn't able to shoot a single Polaroid photo on my trip. For some reason, it's not working right. And who knows, it could have been TSA Customs. When I got it back, they damaged it, did something to it. I don't know, but that's now going to go back to him as well. So right now I don't have my main cameras in use, which is kind of weird feeling. I was lucky I brought my SQ6 with me on the trip too, because I was still at least able to shoot a few photos. Because otherwise, I would have not shot a single photo on a trip, which is really, really weird. Boom, boom, boom. I'm watching from the beginning, but I'm sure it has a glass lens. We don't know. We don't know if it has a glass lens. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Sweet Lou said he's not going to make any more Polaroid videos until they make changes. Yeah. I think he said he wasn't even going to shoot Polaroid anymore, but who knows, but definitely not making videos about it. And I get it, it's fair, but also at the same time, I really haven't had that much issues with their film. I'm getting vibrant film, cool things. Like, check this out. This is also, I'm working with a retrograde engineer with some lens attachments coming soon. He sent me a bunch of stuff, not sponsored, not paid, but he did send them to me. And so I was able to shoot a few of them at a certain place. Might look familiar, but man, look how vibrant that is. Might not come across in the video though, but vibrant colors. This was actually, I tried to shoot the 680 there and I was having issues with it. But so something happened internally and I got a blurred photo from a shot, but look how vivid those colors are. And it's kind of fitting. It says 11 in there, even though I think it was just a light bar. Anyway, that's a story for another time. But I haven't had much problem with the film itself. It's just been their cameras. Wait, what? Impossible project did, but the time failed expired badges. Not sure what that means. If you're the only person, I don't know if I'm the only person. If you're the only person who's given unbiased reviews on Polaroid stuff, does that mean in an instant is given biased reviews? I'm not him, so I can't really, say anything, except I will point out one thing that's a little questionable. I will say. When the Polaroid Now Plus came out, he mysteriously had it in his possession for several months because it came out, and the day it was announced, he had a video out on it, and he was on some road trip. And in that video, there was no mention of him being sponsored by Polaroid. So how did he get the camera? So that's all I'm going to say on that. Am I going to PoloCon? No. I thought about it. I've been thinking about it for the last several years now. It's just not going to work out with my schedule. So it hasn't quite lined up to where I've been able to go. I'm open to it, but maybe one day. Just not right now. Is a good one. What is my favorite Polaroid camera of all time? Honestly, probably the 1-Step 2. It's crazy. I know it might be, but dang, I go to that camera more often than you think. Outside of an SLR camera, I would that would be the one. That would be the one. The 1-Step 2 camera. It's so freaking good for Polaroid. That is. Instax. There's not a lot of Instax cameras out there, but the SQ6, that is a great camera. I've had a fun time shooting with it. Can you DIY remove the sonar focus? Why would you want to remove the sonar focus on the SX70? You just get a regular manual controlled one. But I'm assuming you probably could. Thanks, Dave, for the super chat to fix my cameras. Yeah. That's the one downside of Chromatic parts, is that you do have to ship to the UK. It's not terrible. Like, I spend about $25 to $28 shipping it there. Now, that's not expedited shipping, so it will take like a week or so to, get there. So there is that, and I've had to ship now I'm having to ship 2 cameras back. So he did offer, full disclosure, he offered to pay for the first sonar to be shipped back. He said he felt terrible. But yeah, it's still money. I just got an SX70 sonar, pimped out, new SR motherboard. Which one did you get? What motherboard did you get? From Dennis? Or who's that? Oh, wait. Ooh, actually, I think I know who you're talking about. I think he's in the UK too. Fun fact. This might shock you, but neither. I've only heard horror stories from both, and they take forever to get your stuff back, if you get it back at all. If it's even the same camera you get back. So there's that. That's why I wanted to recommend some other people in the industry, if you want to call it industry, yeah, in the industry, like Dennis, different source, mom and pop style shop, and he does quality, great work, and fast at communicating, and just all around, just easy to work with. Great guy. I love that guy. And I just want to support him. And I think what he's doing is fantastic. What's your main backup to the 680 for me? So fun fact, I don't use my 680 that much. I pretty much shelved it once I got my sonar converted to 600. It's more compact. I'm able to add and remove the flash, unlike the 680. So it was just kind of a shelf piece, to be honest. And I would randomly kind of use it just in the studio, if just around, just kind of on a tripod or something like that. But my backup to like an SLR camera, it's my 1-Step 2 camera, man. Impulse is great too. Spectra remote? I don't know what that is, man. That sounds cool. What's that? Will you ever do 35mm film again? That's a good question. Yes, I want to. I have some shot. Haven't had it developed yet. But I do want to do some more. He addresses this in a podcast called Mia amigos. I don't know. Did I miss your comment before? I have no idea what that means. I did get the 1 Step 2 Stranger Things edition and like it, but still figuring it out. Managed to get my hands on an SX70 Alpha 1-2. Fantastic. And welcome. Oh, wait. Your comment got cut off. I managed to get it today for $50. Ooh, that's a great deal. Fantastic deal. It's a steal and a half right there. Make sure on the 1 Step Plus camera, or the 1 Step 2 camera, the exposure dial, it's a switch. It doesn't reset when you turn the camera off. So make sure it's just in the middle to start. And then once you take your photo, if you adjust it, switch it back because it doesn't reset. So like on an SX70 camera, your settings, which it barely has any, like your focus and then your exposure dial, that resets when you close and open it. So keep that in mind. Hello. Excited to see anything in development. Excited to see anything in development. Not sure what that means. Renderings. Oh, the camera. I know what you're saying. Hopefully it's real. Hopefully it's real. Hopefully it's real. Send. Come on. Send that. I'm working on my phone. It's small screen. Are you getting the new board from Chip? Yes. Yes. I got them on both my Sonar and my 680. And I'm thinking something might have gotten damaged on my 680 during shipment and it's not working. It's kind of has a cool, unique thing that he did to it to where you can use both film in it. So you can use 600 and SX70 film. And when you put a pack of film in, it will no longer automatically shoot out the dark slide when you close the film door. At first I thought, well, that's weird. I don't know if I like that. But then I got to thinking about it. I travel a lot. I actually like that because I could store a film pack in there and not be committed to shooting that one. So if I'm traveling, I can just throw a pack in there and then just take up less space in my bag. So I kind of like that. But you do have to use your phone app to use the settings and switch it into the other modes, which is fine. But something got tweaked and mine won't work, but I did have it on both, so it's kind of cool. Whoa, what happened? Go back. I'm working on a small screen, guys. I'm trying to see. Here we go. Ben from In an Instant said he got lucky. Was able to buy the Polaroid now from Target employees. Wait, what? Polaroid Now? The first one? So back in the day, because I used to watch him a lot, and when I was getting into photography, I mean, technically I was into instant photography in 2018. I released my first video on the Instax Mini 9 in 2018, before Ben was even around. Fun fact. But when I found him, I think you're talking about the Polaroid Now. They dropped it. It wasn't supposed to be out yet or whatever. And he was able to get it and make a video. And that kind of just sparked him, just blew him up because no one else had it. The Polaroid Now Plus is what I was talking about. It came out in August of 2021 and he already had it for months. And it came out on the day his video came out. The day his video came out. The day Polaroid announced that camera and he already had it. So that's what I was talking about. Just want to say thank you. Well, hey, you're welcome. Thank you. And that you've been reached really Germany. Well, that's awesome. I made it all the way to Germany, but thank you for joining and watching. Amazing. That's good advice. Thank you. Oh yeah. Talking about the 1 Step camera for the dial. It is important. I've forgotten many times. It usually only takes a couple of times. Then you're like, oh, I got to remember to do that. Just becomes habit at a certain time. I took it out to the fair and was definitely underexposed for 2 pictures I took. So probably the exposure dial, because it does the exposure on that, the compensation does do a good job. I took to the end using Fuji Evo for most of the part. Yeah, Evo's great. You can shoot in any situation and you're going to get a great photo because it's a digital camera. Just on the Chris versus in an instant cage match. What? So what is it like the what is it? The Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk, but it's just another Chris in an instant. 2 men enter, 1 leaves. No, none of that. None of that. I managed to get my Polaroid 1 Set Plus for $25 from eBay. That's a fantastic. What 20? Well, it's euros. What is that? Like 35, 40 American? From eBay, fully working and in nearly perfect condition. That's a great deal. Great deal. Much cams and films currently own 31. Damn. And getting bigger and I think that's half of what Brian has. Where are you, Brian? How many you got? You're up to like what, 40,000? I don't even know. Gosh dang it, that's annoying. Okay. All right, Chris, are you going to buy the new Mint TL70 Plus? Absolutely not. Sorry, Mint. I don't have anything like I don't have beef with Mint at all. But I've gotten probably 2 broken cameras from them that I had to spend $1,000 on. Yeah, because it's been brought to my attention that when you close the RF70, it should turn off. Mine does not. The second one I got doesn't do that. Their quality control for the price you pay, I just can't get behind it, man. It's just too expensive. Too expensive. Can't do it. So unless they want to be like, yo, Chris, we want you to test this out, which won't happen because I'm very honest. then I'll probably test it out. Unless I find one, someone lets me borrow one or whatever, but I'm not going to spend the money on that. Not going to happen. I bought the long boy from Brooklyn Film Camera and the wire frayed apart and the button after 4. Yeah. See, I've been actually working on, well, I don't want to say I'm working on it because I actually don't have anything to show for it. But in my head, I've been wanting to create some products, and the film shutter remote is one of them. And I think I have a cool idea for it to where it's actually in 3 sections. Super cool. Super cool. So you never know. I might surprise you guys and release something cool, and who knows? I got to get to it. I got to make it because I think it's going to be sweet. So that sucks that yours sucks. It's terrible. Do they warranty it? Thanks for the addition. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's actually cool. Instax is the same way with their dark slide, and so exactly. Right? I really like that idea. So you're not committed to it. Because sometimes maybe you're like, ooh, this would be a perfect black and white scene. Or I want to shoot round frame or color film. But you don't want to, you got to commit to which one you put in your camera. And if you're traveling, you might not know what you want. And you just slap a pack of film in there and just store in it. I like that. I like it a lot. I mean, granted, you could just throw the dark slide back in and pull your film out. But there's a risk of letting some light in and ruining a top photo and then forgetting to write how many's left. I've done it. And then you don't know how many's left on there. Isn't Ben affiliated with Brooklyn Film Camera, who are a Polaroid partner, so he could have gotten the camera there? Well, I don't know. I'm not him. I can only speculate. That's why what I said in the beginning, where it was just super sus that he had it, and there was nothing was disclosed that how he got it on the day. And he showed evidence that he's had it for months because he was on some road trip. So it's questionable. But then also, when I was watching that video, I probably should just not talk about it, but there was clear indications in that video that the camera was overexposing things, and that weird black bar that I was getting on my photos. He got a few of those, but nothing was being talked about or mentioned. I just felt like it was like, come on, do better. Converted SX70 sonar. That's genius. I rarely use the flash on my 680. Yeah, exactly. The 680 is great. It's cool. Look, but when you're traveling or walking around, it's clunky. It's big. Can't take it apart. So 600 converted sonar and interchangeable flash lens. I guess I do like Mint because I do like their flash. I've had great success with this. The only Mint product that that's the only Mint product that I've had that I've really, really enjoyed and will recommend. Mint Flash Bar 2. Get yourself one. Totally recommend it. For some reason, I feel like the new camera might be a Polaroid Go Plus. Yeah, see, when I was looking at it, that's what I thought too. It's like, but I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? It does kind of look small. But according to Brian, if he's still in here, he was saying on the website, it was, it shot I-type and 600 and S670. So, but it does have this loop. Oh, I can't even look at it. It has a little loop here for a strap. I don't know. Could go either way. It could go either way at this juncture, but you never know. Of course they are. Of course they are. If you got the money, but it just doesn't make sense. Especially now that Dennis can offer you a modification that basically churns their the SLR 670S, right? You pay nearly $1,000 for that camera, and you don't get any sort of flash capability. You have to use the Time Machine little plug-in. Dennis can now do it. I can't remember how much he charges. Don't quote me on the price. It's somewhere between like $100 and $200 or something like that, to be able to have that Bluetooth full manual control in an SLR 680, sonar, manual, doesn't matter. It kind of makes those cameras obsolete in a sense, you know, and which is also a huge thing that I've never quite understood. The RF70 is what, $900 some dollars, something like that, and the Polaroid equivalent with the manual control is the same price. They're manufacturing the SX, or excuse me, the RF70. It's their own camera, which is cool. And yeah, I get that will drive the cost way up because, you know, they're manufacturing these things. Why the freak is the Polaroid cameras the same price when they're not manufacturing those cameras? They are just converting them, and they have a tiny little adapter that goes on the top to move the dial or whatever to change your shutter speeds. The Time Machine doesn't make any sense. It should be like $500 at most. Never understood it. But again, there's another rant. Polaroid Go Plus would be interesting. I would like to see that. I would like to see that. I'm going to have to wrap this up shortly. Caleb and Alex are actually on their way over to my house right now in about 30 minutes. And also, what's better, SLR 680 or 670 built for 600? Yeah, like I said earlier, SX70 with 600 mod, way to go, because then you have a little bit more control and they're smaller. I'll even throw one in as an extra, an SX70 base model. Was that what you asked? You did ask that. Actually, you did ask that. I jumped ahead. Not that excited. Also, impulse really near. Yeah, so I mean, I have a full, just the manual control base, if you want to call it, SX70 compact, fits in the pocket real well. Sort of nice if you're wearing a jacket, and then I could pop a flash on if I wanted to. But it's not autofocus, so there's that. But I recommend that route. You can get a 680; they're cool to have, but you're going to spend a lot of money on it. And nowadays, there's actually some little bit better options. Can you show the new cam? Because I just joined. Yes, I can. Maybe I'll wrap up with some final thoughts on this thing. So let me pull it on up. Let me pull it on up here. Bam! There it is. This is what we've been talking about today. This is the i-2, supposedly. Again, leaked image, not fully confirmed. It could be fake. It could be AI generated for all we know. But here's a website that it's been seen on. There's some of the specs. Some of it, I mean, it looks pretty dang convincing. Oh, wait, did I not see this? I didn't see this one. What's this say? How'd I get? I forgot to talk about this. What is this? What we got? What we got? App control features, built-in, external. External. Oh, okay. Threaded. No. Okay. Nothing new. No information. Manual controls. Yep. Sharper. Doesn't say anything about glass. Okay, no new information. I forgot that photo was in there. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Potentially maybe a Polaroid Go, but it could just be like a blown up, if you will, version of the Polaroid Go, you know, but it shoots everything with full manual control. And apparently flash sync. It's not a headphone jack. I was joking. But yeah, that's that. I should probably get rolling here shortly. Like I said, I got Caleb and Alex. Caleb actually is the one that let me borrow the ProCam, the Spectra ProCam that released a video on today. He's coming over. He's actually not doing that. He's going out of town. He's bringing his dog over to do a little test to see if he fits in with my dogs, which one of them they love. So anyway, I digress. Wrap up with these last few questions. What is that weird black bar you're referring to? Yeah, so I don't have one handy to demonstrate, but if you watch my video on the first Now Plus video I released in 2021, on the bottom of the images, right at the bottom, there was like this black bar going across it. And then on videos that I had watched, like other YouTubers talk about, they were present in those as well. It was inconsistent. Polaroid blamed that the pack, actually I might be able to demonstrate this, that the pack of film that they had, it shifted inside the pack and caused it to cover up the bottom. But that's actually physically impossible, because they were claiming that the film would have had to have been in this position and covered the bottom of the film, and then took the photo and then ejected out. But there's no way for the pick arm to get in there and inject the film if it's pushed forward at all, at any way, at any point. So that's a bunch of BS. So I don't know what it was, and then mysteriously it stopped happening. I think it might have just been a film thing, and who knows? Because I've only ever seen it on the Now Plus, and I actually stopped using it, so that's probably why I haven't seen it again. But other people have had it happen, and then I've had it happen on the Gen 2. Actually, it was super mild, but I did put that in that video. You can see it there too. What's he say? I think I've had one with the black bar. I think it could be a dodgy film though. Who knows? It could have been. I wouldn't put it past him. Oh, Dennis is from Chromatic Parts. He doesn't have a website. Check him out on Instagram. I did a podcast episode with him, so if you want to go over to the playlist, check his podcast. There's a link directly to his Instagram. But it's chromatic.parts. Highly recommend him. He is on leave until tomorrow. I think he's on vacation, so he might not respond right away, but typically he responds like that. But he's in the UK, so keep that in mind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we're getting ready to roll out of here. I think I'm about buying a Polaroid Now Plus. No, don't buy it. Steer clear from that as far as possible. Have a good day, night, everyone. All right, guys, I am going to wrap up. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm really excited to see if this camera is real. We will know shortly. I have a feeling in the next week or two, we're going to see if it's real or not, just because they typically release their stuff at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and we're entering the fourth quarter right now of the year. So it's going to be interesting. I will get one. I will have to purchase it and wait for it to show up if it is real. So stay tuned. I'll give you guys updates on as much as I can as we move forward. And hopefully, I hope it's real, and I'm pretty sure it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will get out of here. I usually play I don't have it set up, so I can't do it. Never mind. Oh wait, can I? There we go. I can show an outdated members credits. I haven't updated this in a long time because I haven't been live streaming. I need to do live streams again. But until then, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Now, get out there. Make some art. That didn't work. That did not work. I'm just going to kill it right now. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. And there we go. Bye.